KWTN 100.9 FM. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Macy, Nebraska, where the Big Voice Radio is streaming live. We have a doubleheader tonight. This is the second game that we're going to be calling. Winnebago Indians come down to Macy, Nebraska to take on the Omaha Nation Chiefs. As we just got done, congratulations to the Lady Chiefs who came away with a win. And we'd like to welcome into the broadcast studio, we have none other than Coach Q, Coach LaPointe. How are you gentlemen feeling this evening? You guys ready for some res ball?
Yeah, I'm fired up.
Yes, sir. DJ guaranteed. Hey, man, it's exciting to be down here in Macy, Nebraska for these rivalry games like this, and you can already tell that this game is going to be a real good one. You know, we have a packed crowd on the Omaha Nation side. You know, we're only 8 miles away, so the Winnebago have packed their side over here. It's going to be a loud game.
Yes, and so let's talk about the Winnebago Indians. They're coming away with a loss here. And Coach LaPointe, you made your debut with commentary and expert analysis. What went wrong for Winnebago Indians?
I think that first half they did a good job of executing, but into the second half that kind of tailed off a little bit, and it just got too stagnant and settling for shots, and it just wasn't able to fall. And I think they kind of lost some confidence and wasn't able to recover. And Pender did a good job of just doing what they do.
And then the Omaha Nation Chiefs lost a game here, so somebody's going to be on a 2-game losing streak after tonight, after 4 quarters of play. But I think they took on, Bancroft Rosalie and came away with the loss. You know anything about that?
Yeah, the game that they played in, they went into overtime, and it was a high-scoring affair. The Omaha Nation fell to Bancroft 90-85 in overtime, but a couple standout plays. Mr. Dason Romo scored 40 points in that game against Bancroft in a loss, and then on the other side, from Bancroft Rosalie, KJ Blackhawk, a native of Winnebago, scored 37 points in that affair.
Wow.
Coming out with the win.
Nice. All right, looks like we're going to get into our starting lineup. Tonight's presentation brought to you by the Omaha Nation Law Enforcement Program. We want to say thank you to them, and then also those that are going to be tuning in. Your starting lineup for the Winnebago Indians, we're going to go with number 0, LaPointe. He is a sophomore. We got number 1, Blackhawk, starting for the Indians. We also are going to be calling out number 4. This is Carnes, a 6'2 senior, gets the call here this evening. We're also going to be calling number 5, LaPointe. So we got 2 LaPointes here this evening. The sophomore, 5'11", and they're going to round it out with number 11, Free Bass, a 6'1 junior. As we're going to head on over to the Omaha Nation starting lineup. This is going to be the boys varsity live action as they turn down the lights with their starting lineup. They got a jumbotron down here. They got a spotlight down here. They got cheerleaders in action, a packed crowd. And it looks like getting the call is going to be number 1 for the Chiefs. Going to head under the spotlight. There he is. That is none other than Starlin. We also have number 3. That is Lovejoy. We got number 3. That is Kane Sheridan. He's going to be getting the call. And then the big guy here, coming around the corner, getting the starting lineup, that is Romo, who put up 40 points the other night against Bancroft. And then rounding it on out, the starting lineup, we have number 24, and that is Miller. Okay, gentlemen, I'll turn it on over to you guys. Final thoughts here, over, under, predictions. What do you guys got?
Oh, man, this is going to be a barn burner, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking at, I'm going to say a regular Winnebago-Omaha Nation rivalry game. I'd say 70 apiece, so I'd say 142 or above.
All right, and who's going to come away with the win?
I'm going to go Winnebago since I'm from Winnebago.
Coach LaPointe, what do you got?
I'm going to have to go with Winnebago here, too. I would like to see them defensively as a unit, as a group, kind of put it all together and get some stops here.
Winnebago gets the possession. They get the tip-off. Top of the key, Winnebago works with it. Free Bass has it. He drives the lane, gets it down, double-teamed, almost loses it, and it is last touch by Free Bass. Omaha Nation comes away with the steal real quick.
It looks like Winnebago's starting off in full court pressure, but not too much pressure, but just making sure that you're staying in front of each one of your guys, though.
Sheridan, top of the key, passes it on. Number 24 takes a shot, air ball. Doesn't go out. Winnebago gets the ball. So number 24 is Miller, Cade Miller with his shot.
I'm going to count an air ball as a turnover if it goes out of bounds like that, because that's basically just thrown out of bounds.
All right, LaPointe bringing it on up. Calls it on over. He works to the side wing. Red Lovejoy is on him. On over to number 1, Blackhawk. Blackhawk to LaPointe. LaPointe tries to drive the lane, gets a good look at it, and can't get it to go. Rebound by Sheridan. Chiefs. Outlet pass on over to Starlin. Starlin pulls up for a 3. Off the front iron. Big rebound by Winnebago Indians. Free Bass comes away with the rebound. LaPointe pushes it up. On over. Number 0, Indians for a 3 off the back iron. Carnes with the rebound. Rebound drives the lane, and Carnes with the and 1. What'd you guys see?
Looks like they're calling a foul on number 10. I saw a strong move going right to the hole, and that's where Farron Carnes is most effective, is going straight to the basket like that and drawing the body contact. And here we go, a chance for an N1.
First quarter action here. So Carnes to complete the three-point play. Romo inbounds it back to Sheridan, back to Romo. Here comes the Chiefs. Oh, stolen by the Indians. Free Bass. And bodies on the ground. Ends up in possession of the Chiefs. Lovejoy. Oh, little back and forth action. Hard work there by number 1, Blackhawk. Jeez.
That's the kind of defense that we need to see tonight from all the players on Bago's side.
Sheridan inbounds the play. Here we go. Lovejoy and Starlin working it around out. On over, Lovejoy pulls up for a 3, gets it to drop. 3 points for the Chiefs. 3-3 tie ball game. Winnebago Indians working with it. Blackhawk drives to the side wing. Screen set by Carnes. Blackhawk still driving. Number 0, LaPointe DJ passes it off to Free Bass. Free Bass resets. He pulls up for a 3. Big 3 there off the back iron. Can't get it to go. Winnebago Indians come up with the offensive rebound. Carnes drives the lane. He tries to get it to go, loses the handle. Chiefs now have it, and they're working with it. Here comes Starlin. Starlin pulls up for a little bunny. Dodged it to drop. 5-3.
Keisha Starlin, he's a young man from Santee.
All right, Winnebago Indians tried to get it. Bad pass there by the Indians. Romo comes away with it. He pulls it down, puts the tempo back. 5-3. Romo.
Oh, good
Carnes
defense.
is on him. He gets the ball, and the Indians come away with it. Here comes number 5, Winnebago Indians, LaPointe to get it. And the 1. Lovejoy with the foul. And my goodness.
Whose kid is that?
What a take, what a take.
Where did he learn those moves? Tie ball game here. LaPointe to go to the line here to make Winnebago Indians up by 1. Looks like Romo is going to have a seat. In for the Chiefs is number 12, and that is Hamilton. 5:03 first quarter. Live in Macy, Nebraska. And whistle blows here. Looks like Omaha Nation got a little lane violation. So LaPointe's going to go back to the line. Dial in that free throw. All righty, Carnes, and they're kind of going at it a little bit. Number Miller. All right, so inbound play, Omaha Nation, Lovejoy.
It looks like they called something. Hold on.
Looks like number 24 is going to have a seat. Miller. In for Miller is going to be Dunn. Kendrick Dunn enters the game as head coach Sansasi talks to Miller a little bit. Winnebago has possession. They're up by 1, 4:53. Good game here. If you're just tuning in, I'd like to shout out everybody that's tuning in, sharing it, the Big Voicers on behalf of the Winnebago Tribe and the Omaha Tribe. Good action live basketball. Here we go. Winnebago Indians working with it. Number 0 pulls up, can't get it to go. Big rebound there, and the Chiefs get the possession. They're working it on up. Carnes, the trap is set by the Indians. Starlin comes on over, and a timeout called by head coach Santasi. All right, gentlemen, turn it on over to you folks. What you got?
Oh man, I think this game is going to be like this the entire night. Right now, Winnebago with a 1-point lead, 6-5. But you know, you could just see the intensity on both sides of the court from both teams, and then both bleachers here for the fans is both just a lot of energy going on. And I think these kids, they all feed off of this energy, this crowd noise. So yeah, it's going to get loud up here a little bit, ladies and gentlemen, but we're still going to be bringing you this game here.
Yeah, and I really like for Winnebago to keep up the defensive intensity. And for Omaha Nation, just feed off your crowd. You're at home, you know, miss a couple shots, stay with it. Stay with it.
All right, Lovejoy to get the inbounds play. He works it. Kane Sheridan has it top of the key. Working it on over to the wing. Number 11, the Chiefs, drives the lane. Carnes is on him. He puts up a 2, gets it to roll. Chiefs with 2, 7-6. Chiefs up by 1.
A good take there by Dunn, taking it to the rack, going off the glass with one hand.
Blackhawk works it. Sheridan, him match up. Drives. Blackhawk puts it in for 2. Nice move there by Blackhawk.
It looked like he drew a little bit of contact right there, but no call there.
Starlin, number 1 for the Chiefs, tries to get it up. Winnebago Indians, fast break. They get the play. Here comes Free Bass. And an easy layup for Winnebago Indians. Winnebago Indians have full court press going on. Another steal. LaPointe loses the handle. Last touch by the Chiefs. The Chiefs a little discombobulated here.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what Coach Chris was saying about Winnebago's pressure defense right here. They just got to keep on bringing the pressure.
Here we go. Inbounds play a little bit. Couldn't get it to go.
That was a good backdoor cut, but deflected by Sheridan out of bounds, but good defense. Else that would have been a layup.
3:35, and it looks like whistle blows here. Referee got a foul on the Chiefs.
Foul on Farron Carnes.
Oh, excuse me. That was my first mistake of my whole career. No.
Oh, there you go. We're going to go back on that blooper roll then.
Hamilton for the Chiefs, inbounds it on over to Starlin. They're working. They break the press. Sheridan on over to Lovejoy. In for 2. Chiefs. 10-9. Winnebago has the lead by 1 point. Here comes Winnebago Indians. Blackhawk drives down on the wing. On over to Carnes. Gives it back on over to LaPointe. Excuse me. Here we go. Drives the lane, and Blackhawk taking it in. Contact by the Chiefs. Foul.
Good take by Preston, just giving that head fake out there, drawing that defense out, and then going right around it. Got himself an easy lane to the bucket, and then drew contact. Almost made the bucket, too.
All right, first one is good for Preston Blackhawk at the free throw line. Substitution coming. Number 35 of the Chiefs going to enter the game. That is Webster, a junior, 6 foot. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Winnebago trying to extend the lead here. At the line is Blackhawk for another good point. Free throw. Full court press by Winnebago. They're trying to break it. And it looks like last touch by Lovejoy. So Winnebago Indians get the turnover.
Good defense by Winnebago by just being where you're supposed to be.
Winnebago Indians call out the play. Blackhawk looks over the defense. Carnes comes up with the screen. Blackhawk driving on over to LaPointe. LaPointe with the travel. A little excited there, seen something that he liked. Romo is going to enter the game for Omaha Nation, number 10.
Yeah, it looked like he was getting ready to pass the ball, and then he saw a lane open up and just thought about it just a little bit too late.
Number 24 for Winnebago is going to be entering the game, Free Bass.
Yeah, Rock Free Bass. He brings a defensive energy into the game.
Romo with a 3 off the back iron.
Nice
Big rebound by LaPointe. Here comes Blackhawk for the Indians. Drives to the side, top of the key. Number 0 for 3 points. DJ LaPointe for the Indians. And he comes away with the steal. So Winnebago is doing a lot of good things. They're getting back on hustle defense. LaPointe backs down Sheridan of the Chiefs. Last touch by the Chiefs. Out it goes. Winnebago going to send in their inbounds play.
Who got the steal down here?
Inbound play. So LaPointe on top of the key. Number 5.
Oh,
Here we go.
Screen.
Screen right there, on over to the other LaPointe. Free Bass, on over to the other Free Bass. And LaPointe for 3 off the back iron. Rebound by the Chiefs. Romo comes away with it. 9-15 Winnebago. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Starlin drives, pops, drops, got it. 2 points for Starlin.
Keisha Starlin, hooping.
Blackhawk to drive it. He has it on top of the key. Drives the lane. Sheridan, good defense. LaPointe on over. Shoots a 3. Got it to go. DJ LaPointe heating up. Lovejoy tries to draw it. He steps out of bounds. Turnover by the Chiefs.
That's the 5th turnover caused by the Indians' defense right there. Here with a minute 30 left in the first quarter. Omaha Nation Chiefs with their 5th turnover.
18-11, Chiefs down. LaPointe, number 5, drives to the side. Lovejoy trying to get it back.
Nice.
He's all over them, and it looks like he draw contact. Foul on Lovejoy.
I think we're already in the bonus here
I
for
believe
Winnebago.
so too. Yeah, and Red Eagle Lovejoy, he actually has 2 of those fouls right there, so he needs to be careful because he is a really good defender.
So coaching standpoint and stuff, I think defense-wise, our coaches over here for the Indians, everything's working, going their way. What do you tell the Omaha Nation? What are you telling the head coach for Sanssouci? Coach Sanssouci, I should say.
Well, I would say just keep your composure. Don't get too high right now or too low right now. You know we're not really getting anything as far as looks offensively, but you got the home court advantage and your crowd's on your side. So just keep feeding off that. But you gotta get out and contest shots. You gotta play a little bit more aggressive defense. You can't just let Winnebago catch and shoot. They'll make sure you pay on some of those shots. So.
All right. So number 5, LaPointe of the Indians,
for a hand check just now.
comes away with a foul. So Chiefs have it. Lovejoy on over to Sheridan, top of the key, calls out the offense. Starlin comes with the screen. Sheridan drives on, passes it off to Romo. Romo's going to drive in, and he shoots a 2. Can't get it to go. Looks like it's on the floor. Fouls on number 1 of the Indians, Blackhawk. His first personal foul, and it was called as a shooting foul. So Romo's going to head to the line.
It looked like he was trying to put that back on a rebound and end up getting fouled on that attempt. So good call by the referees.
Romo to try to alleviate some of this deficit. 12-19.
Well, he had 40 the other night. He's got 2 on these free throws now.
He's probably the tallest player out there as well.
Definitely somebody you got to keep your eye on, though.
Here we go. Under a minute to go for the first quarter action. Live in Macy, Nebraska. We're at the Omaha Nation Public School as Blackhawk on over to Free Bass. He drives the lane, cuts the defense, and can't get it to go. Rebound by Romo. 40 seconds. The Chiefs have it. They're driving it. Starlin calls for the screen. On over to Sheridan. Sheridan tries to pop a 3. Can't get it off the back iron. Big rebound by LaPointe. Free Bass pushes it on up. Mishandled. Chiefs come away with it. And they have 22 seconds to work with. Sheridan going to set up his offense. Screen coming. Sheridan tries to give the give and go. Can't get it. Outlet pass to Lovejoy for a 3. In and out it goes. Rebound by number 3. Sheridan for 2. 19-15, 5 seconds left. Pushing the lane, Winnebago Indians. They're trying to get some points, and there you have it, 19-15. First quarter action. Woo-wee! You guys in for the ride tonight?
We are in for the ride. 19-15. Good basketball game so far. And I think, just right before the game, we talked about kind of what we expected here in this game. And it's exactly what we said. We have high-intensity basketball on both sides. Both teams, it seems like they're trying to run the ball, but they're trying to set their offense up and eliminate some of these turnovers, because when they're going back and forth so fast, they're turning the ball over. And I know that Omaha Nation, I said they had 5 turnovers a little while ago. They finished off that quarter with just that 5 to Winnebago's 3. Now on both sides, most of those turnovers are preventable by just maybe a pass fake or a ball fake or something like that. Is it, So
I would just say, if you're Omaha Nation, just stay with what you're doing. Like, you don't really need to do anything different. It looks like they're getting decent looks as far as in the half court, but they got a second chance here to cut it to 4. If you're Winnebago, you might want to pick up your tempo a little bit more as far as pushing the ball up the floor, and just looking to move the ball. Like, I know the half court stuff is really an emphasis for them and Coach Winget, but right now in this game, you got to get up the floor a little bit more and push the tempo.
Yeah, it looks like they got 55 Chris Perez in the game, and maybe they're gonna maybe utilize him down in the post area on the offensive end.
Here we go. Buckle up your seatbelt, ladies and gentlemen. Second quarter action starting up. Romo has it at the free throw line. He pops one, can't get it to go. Rebound by LaPointe, pulls it down, and Winnebago Indians, they're going to be pushing it. LaPointe on over. He drives the lane. Nice move there. Can't get it to go, and looks like he draws contact on number 24, Miller, with a foul. So LaPointe's going to go to the line. Free throw is pretty important and stuff. 19-15. Go ahead.
That foul on Cade Miller is his second foul, and he is one of their starters too. So he might want to be careful with the second quarter just now starting.
The Omaha Nation Law Enforcement Department believes in the power of the youth. They are dedicated to supporting positive activities like sports that teach teamwork and discipline. Support our sponsors who are investing in our leaders of tomorrow. Thank you again to Omaha Nation Law Enforcement Department for tonight's sponsorship. Romo drives the lane. Here he goes. Gets it to go, uses the glass, and in for 2. Romo, 17-20. Here come the Indians. Blackhawk calls out the play. Looks it on over. Omaha Nation Chiefs, looks like they're in a man defense. Free pass on down to number 55. Doing some big man moves. Can't get it to go. Chiefs. I like the look, though. I like the pass. Just couldn't get it to drop. Perez. Romo for the Chiefs. He works it. He goes down, and contact by Perez. Perez defending his home goal there, huh?
That was just a great move by Romo too, there to be able to make a one move and then really get downhill and get to the basket here now.
Romo misses.
I want to say before the game, I kind of noticed he had some tape on his wrist or something like that. I don't see it anymore. Maybe he's kind of nursing an injury here or something like that. But
yeah, you're good point. Romo for another second shot here. Free throw is in good. 18. Chiefs down by 2. Substitution coming by the Chiefs. Number 12, Hamilton, enters the game. Lovejoy is going to have a seat.
Looks like Omaha Nation just they're just backing up into a half court, maybe just a quarter court man-to-man offense or defense right now.
Blackhawk looks over, sees what it in, calls out the play, passes it on over to LaPointe with another travel. And again, probably that same situation. That lane opened up. He was looking to pass right away. Maybe a give and go.
Yeah, I'm looking up here. I'm seeing Perez out there almost to the three-point line. He just needs to go down on the block right there.
Here come the Chiefs. 6:36 left, second quarter. Starlin pulls up at the free throw line. Good for 2. Ties the ball game.
Good jump shot there by Keisha Starlin.
LaPointe calls for Blackhawk. Blackhawk resets. He's on top of the key. Here comes the play. Perez enacts, sets the screen. Blackhawk dribbling, thinks about it, pulls it down, passes it off to LaPointe. LaPointe goes to the wing. Down to Perez. Perez is working. Perez up and can't get it to go. Draws contact. And he's going to head to the line. Perez, number 55.
I know you hear it from the crowd about the boos and stuff like that, but there were like 3 guys that were all slapping down at the ball, and all 6 of those arms, or at least had to be one arm that hit him.
And you guys are refs too. I mean, like
Yeah.
you do some reffing. So good call. Here we go. Perez off the back iron, free throw, no good.
But in the same breath though, ball don't lie. Nah, just kidding.
Yeah, I had to get that one in
Yeah,
there too.
yeah. Come on, Chris, make this one so it don't make me sound like a fool. There you
Oh.
go. There you go.
Puts his team up by 1. Substitution, Winnebago Indians, number 44, Marufo is going to enter the game. As Romo is going to inbound it for the Chiefs. On over to Sheridan. Kind of a full court man, Winnebago Indians with their defense. LaPointe and Sheridan match up. Oh, and LaPointe gets the best of him. He gets a steal. On over to Blackhawk. Blackhawk pulls it down. He's on the wing. Sheridan trying to get the ball back. Blackhawk drives to Perez. Perez is working with it, and he travels. Good defense by the Chiefs not to give up on the play.
That was good defense by the Chiefs, and they cover all the passing lanes at the same time. So
21-20. What a game here we got. Probably the game of the year so far for both teams. Romo, top of the key. He pulls up for 3. Off the front iron. Rebound by LaPointe of the Indians. He's going to look for the outlet pass. Here comes Blackhawk. Sets it on over to the wing. Free Bass now has it. Back to Blackhawk, top of the key. LaPointe, he dribbles to the top of the key and slows it down. 5:16 in the second quarter. Winnebago up by 1, 21-20. Number 44, Winnebago Indians on over to Perez. Perez thinks about it. He drives, takes on a double team, tries to put it up, can't get it. Free Bass. He pulls up off the back iron, no good. And referee blows the whistle.
both sides, the crowd's letting the refs hear about it too.
I would really like to see Winnebago utilize their guards a little bit more as far as getting downhill and, like, you know, maybe clearing out some space here at the free throw line to just let their guards kind of operate. And, you know, they were getting to the free throw line, and you know, maybe kind of get back to that here, or you know, maybe look to create some mismatches on the offensive side.
Starlin pulls up for a 3 for the Chiefs. Rebound by LaPointe. Can't get it to go. Starlin comes away with a steal. In for 2. And the crowd goes wild. My goodness. I can't hear you guys. 22-21. LaPointe, Winnebago Indians Chiefs get the lead. Another lead change. Blackhawk drives it. LaPointe pulls up for a 3. Off the front iron. Romo with the rebound for the Chiefs. Sheridan pushing it. Back to Romo. Romo, top of the key. Coach Sansi calls out the play. Oh, Starlin. Big foul there. Hits the deck. Number 5, LaPointe with another foul. That's going to be his second foul. And Starlin's going to hit the line here. Shoot 2.
Yeah, it was a good shot by Starlin, and Adrian did get a piece of the ball there, a lot of ball, but I believe he got him with a little bit with the body.
Oh, no good there for Starlin. First shot up.
Ball.
Substitution. Number 22, White Bear comes into the game. Elijah, the senior. Starlin for another shot, and in it goes. Puts his team up by a couple points. I'm not sure who called the timeout. Did you gentlemen see it?
Bago called it.
All right, Coach Winget and Coach Barrage want to talk it on over. What are you guys telling your team if you guys are in that huddle?
Man, I'm just telling them to stay together. You know, like don't become what happened in the second half yesterday and just start trying to play one-on-one basketball. They really are playing a good game right now. Like sharing the ball. Yeah. You know, sharing the ball and then just looking for the open shot. You know, I think that's one of the things that they're doing. Omaha Nation is playing pretty good defense to stop that from happening, but both sides, they're just giving it their all.
Yeah, I would like for Winnebago to just start playing, just play. Right now, I think they're just focusing on just running, you know, offense a little too much rather than just playing a little bit, overthinking.
Yeah, I
just
agree.
I would just bring a high ball screen and get it, you know, try to get a mismatch as far as a switch, and try to operate out of that. and just start playing some ball. But for Omaha Nation, they're playing ball right now, and they're really showing some aggressiveness on the defensive side.
Here we go. Blackhawk passes it on off. Oh, couple players hit the deck there. Blackhawk tries to shoot a three. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Romo for the Chiefs. 23-21. 3 minutes and 51 seconds left in the second quarter. Romo thinking about it. He pops one. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Chiefs. Chiefs, and Sheridan puts it on up. He gets fouled on the putback, so he's going to head to the line. Looks like number 1 was down there. Winnebago Indians, Blackhawk.
Looks like that might be Preston Blackhawk's second foul of the game.
Our first.
It should be.
Who's counting? No.
I am, and I got 2 down here.
Okay. All right. So Sheridan misses his first one. Hey, I want to send a shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I got a lot of texts and stuff. Kuna Dave, all those guys are up there tuning in, man. We appreciate you guys. One of our people that work for the Winnebago Tribe in Nebraska.
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to my mama, too. She's watching this from the living room on her 85-inch screen.
Nice. Sheridan with another shot here. Gets it to roll in, and Chiefs have the lead, 24-21. Blackhawk calls out the play at the half-court line, looks over the defense. Free Bass drives the lane, passes it off to Carnes. Carnes with a nice step, and he tries to dump it. Turnover. Sheridan comes away with the ball for the Chiefs, and the Chiefs looking to extend their lead. He calls for a screen. Here comes Lovejoy to set the screen. Sheridan drives the lane, can't get it to go, and a body contact. I believe that was on Carnes.
Yeah.
So Sheridan back to the line. He was 1-1 for last time here. So as coaches, you kind of want Winnebago Indians to kind of set it up down there and get a good look, right?
I would just say they're focusing too much on trying to set something up and trying too hard to make something happen out of the offense, rather than just letting something flow, just letting something be natural, letting these guys just play some ball, get into a screen. You know, there's nothing happening on the back side. So the stuff that's going on ball side, you know, Omaha Nation's not having to worry about anybody cutting the back door from the backside or any kind of movement, so they could pack the paint.
In and out it goes for Sheridan, but big rebound there by the Chiefs. He tries to put it back up. Number 11 is called Dunn. Kendrick Dunn. Hustle play.
And Omaha Nation doing a really good job of feeding off their crowd, showing a lot of heart right now, doing the little things as far as, you know, chasing after rebounds. Boxing out?
Yeah.
Boxing out?
Yeah.
I mean, I want to say I've seen them box out pretty consistently, and giving themselves second chance opportunities.
Especially if you're doing a free throw on the free throw side, and you're getting your offensive rebounds there because you have 2 of the Winnebago guys got the inside position. So if you're getting your rebounds there, you're definitely doing some boxing out.
Yeah.
Marufo enters the game. Carnes is going to have a seat. Another shot coming here by Dunn.
Oh, he picked up his 3rd foul there. Fair.
All right, Dunn gets it to drop. 25-21, Winnebago down. About 3 minutes left in the second quarter till halftime. We got an interview with Coach Q and Barry coming on up, so you guys make sure you stay tuned for that. As LaPointe on the wing drives it to the top of the key. He drives inside, tries to get it to drop, gets his own rebound, put back up. Good hustle play by number 5, LaPointe. Good for 2 for the Indians. And there you go, Coach LaPointe. You called it. Just let him play.
Yep.
Romo drives. Can't get it to go. Off the back iron. Sheridan comes away with the rebound. He drops it off to Starlin. Back on over to Romo.
Pass.
Romo wide open. And good for 2. 27-23. Blackhawk. Sheridan. Blackhawk drives it. Passes it on off to Marufo. He can't get it to go. And rebound there by Romo. Another rebound. Romo doing some good boards.
Yeah, that was a beautiful pass. Beautiful setup. Got to hit those.
Romo working it, and it looks like he's called with too many steps there. He is hustling. I think he is on fire. You guys remember NBA Jam?
Yeah.
You know, I think Romo has that right now.
Yep. And he's a heck of a player. I mean, he's scoring in different ways, whether it's getting downhill, getting to the free throw line, mid-range. You know, that's always a tough guard when you can score at all 3 levels.
Here we go. LaPointe, top of the key. He drives. He had a good look at it last time. Drops it off to Free Bass. Air ball. Rebound by Romo. Under 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Starlin passes it. Romo pulls up for a three, and he drops it. 3 points for Romo, 30-23. Blackhawk calls for a screen. Marufo tries to set it. Blackhawk drives the lane, loses the handle. Here comes Sheridan with a fast break for the Chiefs. Drops it off to Lovejoy. Lovejoy pulls it back out. Top of the key is done. And last touch by Winnebago. Out it goes. Inbound play coming.
Yeah, Winnebago getting their hands in the passing lane, and it looks like they're kind of taking an extra chance by kind of reaching in. I think they just need to try to stay with the ball, stay in front of the ball, move their feet instead of just trying to swipe at the ball.
Substitution and then referee timeout. We had number 44, Marufo, need to tie his shoe. Here we go. Inbound play coming. Backing on down. Number 12 tries to get it. Sheridan is there to rebound and clean it on up. Another rebound by the Chiefs, and foul called on the Indians.
Got a rebound. That's what you guys are both seeing too, is that there's, on Winnebago's side, there's no boxing out. I mean, it looks like when the shot goes up, whether it's an outside shot or inside shot, they're standing there looking up at the basket, and they're not really going to try to find somebody and body up and box out.
All right, another shot coming here for the Chiefs. Shimmies it on down and gets it to drop.
Hey, we're getting some shout outs out there, you guys, on the live stream. Shout out to Naomi Barrett. She's watching from the live stream there. I believe he's down in Lawrence, Kansas.
Nice. That is awesome. Good
Did he make that one?
Sure did. 31-23. Under 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Another shot coming, and he's good. He's perfect at the line. Here come Winnebago Indians. Driving down, calls it on out. Blackhawk does. Works it around. Free Bass on the wing. Tries to inbound it down there to Marufo, and miscommunication. Turnover by the Winnebago Indians.
Looks like they're kind of falling apart just a little bit right before halftime. They need to kind of get something going here. Maybe.
Sheridan on the wing. Calls for a screen. Here it comes. He drives. Top of the key. On over. Miscommunication between Lovejoy and Starlin. So Winnebago Indians, under a minute to go, 50 seconds. Let's see if they can get a three or.
Yeah, they could get two shots out of this last few seconds here if they play the clock right here.
The shot clock at 26 seconds. They try to bring it down. Marufo can't do nothing with it. Starlin comes away with a steal. Starlin's going to drive the lane, and big collision right there. Free Bass picks up the charge on Starlin. Excuse me, other way around. Starlin picks up the charge. Free Bass doing some good work, hits the deck. Timeout called here. So Coach Winget wants to talk about it.
What a fast-paced basketball game, you guys. And I think you're doing a good job on the play-by-play. You know, you're keeping the viewers and keeping us guys into the game right here. You know, and Winnebago, you know, having a tough time with Omaha Nation. Omaha Nation, like Coach Chris said, playing off of the crowd. The crowd is really loud when they go on their little run. You know, with Romo scoring 40 points in his last game, I think he's at 7 right now, right before half. So Winnebago at least doing a good job on stopping that scoring barrage in the first half.
Nice, nice. It is Thursday, December 11th, and we'd like to thank the Omaha Nation Law Enforcement Department for their service tonight and every night. While we enjoy the game, they're on duty ensuring the safety and well-being of the Omaha Nation community. Be safe, be smart, and as we head in, did you guys get your Christmas shopping done? I mean, can you believe it? It's already December.
Yeah, I'll probably start this weekend.
Get it all done, huh?
Yeah.
Here we go. Winnebago Indians have the possession. Under 30 seconds. Blackhawk works it on over to the wing. Here comes the screen by Marufo. Blackhawk passes it out. Free Bass. The brothers out there working. Back up to Blackhawk. 15 seconds. Not in a rush. They do want to get the last shot off. Rock. And
it was a jump stop. That was a jump stop. He should have just planted his feet like a jump stop.
Sheridan to inbound the play. 10 seconds left. Starlin Looks like they might be content to try to get the last second shot here. And almost Blackhawk get a steal. Here we go, 3 seconds, 2, 1, and a shot off. Can't get it to go. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, 32-23. Winnebago Indians down half court. Coach Winjick, Coach Barrage have a lot to talk about during halftime. And what are they talking about indeed? What do you guys say?
Oh, man, you know what? I'm just going to look at these stats real quick, and I'm going to let you guys know.
All right.
You know, like for Winnebago, I just have a long line of stats right here. And the keeping with assists and steals and rebounds and points and stuff like that. Adrian LaPointe's stat line is stacking up. And then like Preston and Farron, they got a few of those stats too, you know. But the reason why I'm even bringing that up is because, you know, the effort of Winnebago's team, you know, we should have 4 or 5 of our players with these kind of stat lines on here with rebounds and assists and steals and stuff like that. And I think that if they just give a little bit more effort, then that will happen. And I think that's the reason why Winnebago's down by 9 points right now, because Omaha Nation has 3 of their 4 starters racking up a lot of rebounds and stats and passing the ball around and everything like that. So it seems like there's a little bit more chemistry going on Omaha Nation's side right now than Winnebago.
Yeah, and I really like what Omaha Nation's doing as far as just they're taking some tough shots, but
Yes.
they're falling. And going back to their game against Bancroft, they were really hot shooting. I mean, to put up 85 points in 8-minute quarters, that's a lot of points. And I think that, you know, if you're Winnebago, you got to be active with your hands. You got to play with high hands. I mean, if I'm looking across the board, there's little to no defensive intensity as opposed to the start of the game. Everybody was flying around. You know, everybody was active. We were hyped. We were pumped. And kudos to Omaha Nation for being able to fight through that, to stay with it, to kind of not let their turnovers kind of detour them from, staying solid and staying what they do. But also, some of the shots that they have taken, man, those aren't easy shots to make. Romo with the mid-range jumpers, Starling with those mid-range jumpers, those are contested shots. And having those fall, and then the crowd, getting hyped off of these shots, and then, Winnebago coming down and kind of shooting themselves in the foot as far as trying too hard to execute. Basketball is a simple game. It's a simple game. It's played with 5 guys and moving the ball. I have yet to see Winnebago come down and, get a ball reversal or a back cut or just simple basketball. I have yet to see it. And there's some looks that they're getting, but I think we're just doing too much and just too much thinking right now and not enough playing.
I do agree with you on that. I think Winnebago just needs to, so to speak, take the leashes off the dogs and let them go. Let them go for a while and see how they do, because I know that in the past, as they were growing up, I've seen them play really, really good as a team when you just let them go.
Yeah, and I was kind of paying attention to the body language of Winnebago. We got to pick it up. There's a lot of game left. It's not, it's a game of runs. The game's not over. There's a lot game left to play. So just, get it together, recuperate over the half, and fight hard. Keep competing.
And you and I both, I know Vicky was on the way down to the game today talking about how the defensive intensity has to be there like all the time for Winnebago. When you're closing out, you want to be out there already playing defense on somebody as they're getting the ball. You want to be right there in front of them, making them have to pass the ball or do something with the ball right away, not stand there with the ball and be able to look around and let their offense start moving, and people get different positions and stuff like that, and allowing him time to think. You want to hop on him right when he gets the ball. That's how you gotta pressure the ball, and once he picks the ball up, then get all up on him, and then everybody else play the passing lanes, and that's where you get your defense turning to offense.
All right, Coach Q, we're gonna have you get set here for an interview.
I'm gonna run down to Refessa.
All right,
Here we go.
But nonetheless, we got an interview that we want to play, and good luck with your interview, man, as we listen in right here live in Macy, Nebraska.
Good evening. We are live sideline down here in Macy, Nebraska. I'm down here with a member of the 2-time Nebraska State High School basketball tournament back in 1984 and 85. 2-time North Dakota All, Moan Dak, 2-time North Dakota Sports Writer Association JUCO All-Stater, averaging 27 points at United Tribes Technical College up in North Dakota, and also United Tribes Hall of Fame inductee, Mr. Barry Webster. Hey, Barry, say hi.
Hey, hello, everybody. It's great to be here.
So we're down here giving a small interview with Barry. And Barry, you know, back in the day, I come down here back in the 80s when I was a little kid and used to watch Omaha Nation play ball, and you were like the highlight player to watch, you know. And even years later, after all the student athletes that come out of Omaha Nation, I still remember Barry Webster as being probably the best player ever come out of Omaha Nation school. And today we have other GOATs in this audience right here. We have David Winget sitting here from Winnebago, one of the GOATs from Winnebago. We got Kobe Smith sitting over there in the stands, one of the GOATs from Wall Hill. You know, just being surrounded by all of these young men and their accolades too. Ever since you've been a kid, what has basketball meant to you, Barry, and in your community and your family?
Well, I think basketball back then meant the world to me because I loved it, you know, and I think once you have that passion, it's up to you to put the work in after that. Yeah. But I think as kids develop the love for the game, that's the start. You got to love the game.
Yep, you got to love the game. And Barry, you know, years gone by since you've been on the court. I know you do a lot of things in your community with the youth and everything like that, you know. If you had any advice for the young generation in basketball, what would you say?
Well, I would say, you know, first and foremost, find God in your life because that's the foundation. Without God and his gift to play this game, you know, it just doesn't work out the way you want it to. Yep. So find God. Number 2, you know, find your passion. 3, work hard at it.
Yep. Hey, those are wise words from a wise man. Hey, Barry, I want to say thank you for giving us a couple minutes here. Yeah, the GOAT. Back to you guys.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We want to say thank you. Tonight's Energy and Passion are brought to you by Omaha Nation Law Enforcement Department. Their officers are dedicated to protecting the communities of the area of Walt Hill, Macy, Pender, Rosalie, and the rural areas around the Omaha Indian Reservation. And we want to say thank you for them for stepping on up. We were looking for a sponsor to come on down here. And we want to say thank you to our broadcast team, doing a wonderful job. Commentators, yours truly, Garen Coons, DJ Guaranteed. We also have Chris LaPointe, Coach Q, Kevin Ebert, who's going to be our live stream director, Bethany on the 1s and 2s. We got Jordana Bass is helping us on out, Cynia Harlan, and J-Mo, Jeremy Miller Jr. helping us on out. So, gentlemen, we got under 3 minutes to go here, and we were talking about it. We were talking about defense, talking about body language, things like that. What do you expect in the second half?
Well, I mean, if you're Omaha Nation, you just stay steady. You just stay steady right now. You know Winnebago's going to come out. They're going to be aggressive. They're going to try to chip into this lead. Just no let-ups. Take care of the ball. Keep getting to the free throw line. Stay steady. Stay steady. And they're doing a good job of, you know, just continuing to play. Just continuing to play. Even if they give up a bucket or, you know, there's a call that's made, they're just continuing to stay steady. If you're Winnebago, you have to play with some urgency on both sides of the ball right now as far as forcing turnovers, you know, being all up on the ball. I don't think you have an option to just sit back anymore because this Omaha Nation team is too good at making the right pass and hitting those contested shots right now. They're proving that you know they can shoot the ball at a high level, and with Winnebago, like I said, just play. It's not the end of it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the game yet. It's one whole half to play still. So just you know, let's pick it up. Let's get positive. We need a little bit of positive encouragement here, and let's get hype again.
Omaha Nation, Coach Q.
Omaha Nation, they're doing a really, really good job right now in this fast-paced game right here. I think it was a pretty even match, you know, just like in the beginning of a boxing match in the first quarter. Second quarter come out, they saw some things maybe that Winnebago was not doing, like rebounding and stuff, and Coach is probably telling them, you know, take full advantage of those opportunities if they're not going to be boxing out, you know. So that's what they got to continue on doing, is just crashing the boards.
All righty. One of the things that we made mention is that there's a couple players on the Winnebago side. I know that some of them are kind of under the weather and not really playing tonight, just kind of a FYI. And you made mention that Romo had a little bandage on his hand there. So playing through some adversity, both teams are, as we're under 1 minute to get started. Here we go, back to action. And it is the score, 32 to 23. Winnebago down to see if they can chip their way back into getting the lead here. It was live action first quarter, and then second quarter, Winnebago started to kind of accrue some of the fouls and couldn't get anything to drop. And give it to Omaha Nation. They doing some good things, driving the lane. Romo is that the top scorer so far?
Yeah, I believe so. He's got 8, and I believe Starlin has 8 as well.
Third quarter action. Here we go. We're alive in Macy, Nebraska. KWTN 100.9 FM, the big voice. LaPointe has it, drops it off on over to Farron. Back to LaPointe. LaPointe drives it, almost loses the handle, calls for Blackhawk to come get it. Blackhawk for a big 3, gets it to drop. And here we go. Winnebago, full court. Come out with 3 points. That's a good motivation. That's how they drew it up during halftime. Sheridan has it top, drops it on over to Starlin. On over, 24s, that's Miller. Omaha Nation working with their offense.
I noticed Winnebago, their defensive stances, they're all just standing straight up in the air.
Driving the lane, number 12, can't get it to drop. Hamilton, Winnebago comes away with the rebound. Blackhawk driving it, fast break. Tries to put it up, can't get it to go. Rebound by LaPointe. And looks like he's gonna be heading to the line. Foul's gonna be on Omaha Nation. Number 24 with his foul, that is Cade Miller. He has 3 fouls to start off the third quarter, I should say. I want to send a shout out here to the cheerleader team. Ricky Sheridan and the crew. Did you see that halftime show?
Yeah.
My
really
goodness. We didn't have it queued up to the music and everything, but that's a lot of choreograph and a lot of good things happening there, man. I think they go up to Alani, which we would like to broadcast, by the way. Lakota National Invitational, compete in some of those awards. So good luck to the Omaha Nation cheerleaders as LaPointe gets his free throws to drop.
Yeah, we're quick like back in the day. Me and Chris used to go to Haskell Nation University back in 2009, I believe it was, in the fall of 2009. And
big block.
Ricky Sheridan was the head cheerleader down there.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Wow, shout out to Ricky Sheridan, Coach Ricky. Okay, so Omaha Nation Chiefs almost had a good look there, and Winnebago Indians get possession. Winnebago Indians. Yeah. LaPointe looks it on over, takes a deep breath, calls out for a screen. Here comes Carnes. LaPointe with a 3, can't get it to go. Last touch by Omaha Nation. So Sheridan almost comes away with the rebound. Substitution, Blackhawk calls out his play. Number 3, as Romo is going to be entered in the game for Omaha Nation. Lovejoy is going to have a seat. 32 to 28. Winnebago has the ball. Winnebago down. LaPointe calls for a screen. Here he goes. He drives, passes it on over to Blackhawk. Blackhawk thinking about it. Up top of the key, LaPointe tries to drop it, can't get it to go. Rebound by Free Bass. Winnebago Indians reset. They got a new shot clock numbers up there. Blackhawk dumps it down to Carnes. He brings it on out. Free Bass over the wing, gets stolen by Starlin. Starlin gets an easy 2 layup for the Chiefs, 34 to 28. LaPointe, top of the key, drops it off to Carnes. Carnes looks for an outlet pass. Free Bass pulls up for a 3, gets it to drop. Free Bass, 4-3 for the Winnebago Indians. They hit the 30 mark, 31, Chiefs, 34. Starlin on over, done. Back to Starlin. Winnebago Indians, Starlin pulls up for a 3, can't get it to drop. Carnes for a rebound. Here come the Indians.
Well, Farron Carnes crashing the boards, man, coming out here in the second half. Just grabbed a couple rebounds early.
Blackhawk for a 3 for the Indians. Gets it to drop and ties the game. Trap set, and it looks like the referee calls a foul on Blackhawk. Tie ball game, gentlemen.
That's the third foul, I believe, on Preston. Or is that?
That's just two.
That's
two.
Okay,
Yeah.
I must have had marked
Number
it wrong.
35, Webster is going to enter the game, and Dunn is going to have a seat. Inbound play by Sheridan. Chiefs have it. Romo now has the ball. Trap set. Winnebago Indians, he breaks it. On over to Sheridan. Sheridan drives the lane.
Movie screen.
Drives contact,
Ooh.
and looks like foul is going to be, this is going to be a big call here. I didn't see it, gentlemen. So number 0 with his foul. Okay.
Yeah, that looked like it was a
First
moving
foul.
screen right there.
Sheridan to the line. Takes a deep breath. Live action, back and forth. These guys are going to be pretty tired tomorrow. Tie ball game. Sheridan says, let me hit this one here.
Yep.
So
Yeah, nice shooting.
35 to 34.
Nice shooting there. He did miss 3 free throws in a row a little while ago, so it's good that he gets to pick that one up, and I know he probably cashed this one too.
Here we go. Sheridan with another free throw.
Yep.
In it goes. Got it. Substitution. It looks like we got a timeout called wisely. I need a breath in action. I don't know about you guys. Winnebago ties the ball game. What do you guys think?
Oh man, it's kind of right where they want to be. You know, they needed that little boost after halftime. I'm kind of thinking that maybe they got a good earful during halftime on some of the turnovers that they had, because Winnebago had 10 first half turnovers, and I know that after a halftime like that coach has got to get on you about that. You know, you got to minimize those, because Omaha Nation's been scoring points off of those turnovers.
Yeah, and I think if you're Winnebago, the defensive intensity is everything. You can't just go 3-4 minutes and play like that and then just quit playing like that. It's got to be for this whole second half to be able to stay in this game the way that Omaha Nation is shooting. Like right now, I think it's a 9-2 run right now, so it's anyone's ball game still.
Yep. Sure
Buckle up your seatbelts once again. Make sure you work that. Public service announcement by the Omaha Nation Law Enforcement. Make sure you wear your seatbelts, gentlemen and ladies.
All right, here we go.
LaPointe, 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Good game going on here. Chiefs have a 2-point lead. Passing it around the perimeter, top of the key. Blackhawk does have it. Swing pass on over to LaPointe. Looks for Carnes to make that move down low. They bring it back on out. 12 seconds, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Blackhawk's going to think about pulling up for a 3. He positions it off to LaPointe for a 3.
There it is.
Using the shot clock, using a lot of good movement, and they get awarded. Good passing. Here we go. Romo drives it all the way coast to coast and can't get it to drop. Carnes with the rebound for the Indians.
That's a good rebound. Good way to kick it out to the front.
Here come the Indians for a 3.
Another one.
LaPointe.
Blackhawk with another assist.
And Winnebago on a run. Carnes with a steal. He drives it. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Romo of the Chiefs.
Why doesn't he go up strong with that?
So Winnebago fans are into it. Here we go. Romo to drive it. He tries to take it in his own hands. Can't get it to go. Winnebago Indians get it to drop, and looks like some players are down on the other side. Here we go. Indians working with numbers. 3 on 4. Passes it down to LaPointe. LaPointe tries to get it to go. Can't get it to go. And it is in there. Referee timeout. Here we go. Good job by Winnebago Indians working with it, as trainers are going to be coming on out. I believe Romo was injured on the play. So
We just hope he's okay right now. I mean, I know, like I said, it was taped up before the game and looked like he was in a lot of pain right there.
Did he grab his wrist?
Yeah, I believe so. I don't know if he put his weight on there. I really couldn't tell from here.
resuming play here. Winnebago 42, Chiefs 36. Sheridan kind of works it down the perimeter, can't get it to go. He needs some help here, calls for some help. Dunn is going to be taking it on out.
We might want to keep track of that 3:43 mark in the game and see with the Winnebago with the 6-point lead and see how.
Yeah, Winnebago's on a 14-2 run right now. So if you're Omaha Nation, just take care of the ball. Like I said, stay steady. Stay steady. They're on their run right now. You got to stay steady.
Inbounds play, Dunn on over to Starlin. He sends it on to Sheridan. Sheridan's going to work it up, get it on the other side, on their side, and last touch to by the Indians. Out it goes. Inbound play coming for the Chiefs.
It looks like they got a good combination right there for Winnebago that going on that 14-2 run.
Yeah, while their defense is turning into offense.
Yeah, that's what
Sheridan
we was talking about in the first half.
on the wing, drives the lane in the free court. He tries to get it to drop, can't get it. Contact made. Winnebago Indians with a foul, so Sheridan's going to be heading to the line. Number 0 with another foul, DJ LaPointe.
And if you're Omaha Nation, those are the kind of plays you want right now. Get to the free throw line, settle down, stay calm. We'll be all right.
Yeah, try to get back into the swing of things.
A lot of game.
Romo haven't come back from, like in the NFL, they got the blue tent. Well, he went into the locker room, so again, hopefully he's okay. We'll have to see him back out there. As Kane Sheridan with another shot as Perez for the Winnebago Indians enters the game. Bringing in their big package, Winnebago Indians are 42-37, third quarter, 3 minutes and 25 seconds left. Sheridan with another shot here. And in it rolls.
Kane Sheridan's 5 for 8 today from the free throw line.
Nice stats. Here we go, Winnebago Indians call out their play. Blackhawk has it top of the key. Sends it on over. Send it down to Perez. Perez is going to do some work. He gets double teamed. Out to Free Bass for a 3. And he gets it to drop. 3 points. Winnebago Indians. Here comes Lovejoy, the Chiefs, working it on up. They get it back to the other side in quick pace. Starlin pulls up for a 2. Can't get it to drop. And Blackhawk has it. He comes away. Fast break for the Indians. On over. He drives the lane, passes it on to Free Bass. On over to LaPointe. Can't get it off the front iron. Rebound by LaPointe and off the front iron again.
Good hustle.
And the Blackhawk, Winnebago Indians have possession. Blackhawk driving the lane. No good pass to Perez. Mishandles it, and the Chiefs got it. Here comes Sheridan. Sheridan drives the lane. Arrow step off the back iron. Can't get it to go. Off the heezy.
I think if you're Winnebago here, you might want to get a timeout. It looks like we're getting a little complacent here.
It looks like coach is telling them to calm down just a little bit, but keep pushing.
And they push it. Free Bass for another 3. Off the front iron. Big
good rebound.
By LaPointe to clean it on up. 47-38. Sheridan driving it. Omaha Nation. Free Bass trying to come away with the steal. Sheridan drives the lane. Perez tries to get it. Sheridan. Got it to go. Sheridan for 2. Nice move.
Shot. Yeah, what a shot, King Sheridan.
My goodness.
Take it to the rack.
47-40. Chiefs are down by 7. Blackhawk calls for a screen. Blackhawk drives the lane. Dishes it off to Perez. Perez drives contact and gets the
Preston. That's genius.
big man moves. Here we go. Fast break. Starlin on the other side, and Perez comes away at the foul.
A good foul, Perez.
Yeah, if you're Winnebago, you got to get back on those. You got to sprint back. Like I said, they might need a little timeout here, looking like they kind of getting a little tired now.
Hands on their hips is the first sign that you might be a little winded, but this is their fourth game, right? And we say this side on 2025 is kind of preseason, and then you go into 2026.
Yeah.
That's when every game does count.
Yeah.
As you're going to count down
I would say before Christmas, if you got a winning record, then you're sitting pretty good.
Both teams have a record of 3-1, I believe, or 2-1. I think it's 2-1. Here we go. Winnebago 49, Chiefs 42. Under 2 minutes to go. Free Bass brings it on the other side to his court and drives the lane. Free Bass puts it up and draws contact and 1.
Yeah, Starlin is 3 for 4 on free throws down here. He knocked down his last 2.
And it goes back to what we said earlier. Winnebago's just playing now, just letting them play, letting them get into what they do.
And that's exactly what they've been doing too. You don't see them coming down, walking the ball up, trying to set it up no more. They're actually just out there just running now. I like it.
Free Bass
nice.
completes his play. And here we go. Chiefs. They set the trap. Winnebago Indians. They break it. Sheridan now has it. Fast break coming. Passes it on over to Starlin for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound by the Chiefs. Tries to get it down there. And big block there, looked like, by LaPointe.
Every call they're booing. Every call on both sides they're booing now.
52 to 42. Winnebago holding on to a 10-point lead at the line for the Chiefs. Hamilton to try to bring it down to single digits.
I think his hand is like on their shoulder. Like I think his hand was kind of on his shoulder or into him. So I think that's a decent call there.
Yeah, sure is.
52, and Hamilton can't get it to go. Gets the second one to roll, so it is now, they're down by 9 with 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Blackhawk slows the tempo down. Perez coming with the screen. Sheridan's on him. Perez almost got the give and go. He does, and he draws contact, gets the foul on the Chiefs.
I kind of wish Winnebago's bigs would look to finish a little more stronger and a little more at the rim as opposed to just kind of went up a little kind of soft-ish.
Yeah. Head fake, spin move, get to the rack, go up strong.
Because those should be N1s.
Yeah, they should. They really should.
52 to 43. Perez at the line. Was he at the line before?
Yeah.
And can't get it to go.
His first trip to the line, he went 1 for 1, so now he's got to make this one to stay 50% here.
Omaha Nation Chiefs trying to get back in here. They did have the lead going into the halftime. And he's 50% at the line. Starlin picks up his dribble, passes on over.
Oh, yeah.
A little in trouble.
speed.
Omaha Nation, they break it. Sheridan, he drives, puts it up, can't get it to the goal.
Push it.
Winnebago Indians come away with the rebound. Blackhawk looks around, free Bass, set up their offense. Calls for a screen. Perez, here he comes. Back to Perez. He drives the lane. Nice move there by Perez. Does some work and got it to go. 55-43. 15 seconds left for the Chiefs to see if they can come away with some points. Number 11 drives the lane, puts up a shot. Carnes tries to get it. Stolen back by Omaha Nation. He drives the lane. Starlin can't get it to drop. There's a lid for the Chiefs. 0.1 second left on the clock.
Is there a call or is that out of bounds?
I think it's out of bounds, yeah.
Okay. Very good.
55-43. And we're going to head into the fourth quarter, gentlemen. Fourth quarter action coming your way.
Woo!
What a game.
Man, that
What
third
a game.
quarter, though, that third quarter, a lot of times, I don't know if you remember, Chris, growing up, but a lot of times, coaching res ball, I always think that if you run the entire game, like you're running, by the time this time of the game, at the beginning of the fourth quarter, the other team should be tired.
Yeah.
And then the fourth quarter should be like a heyday, But I don't know if Omaha Nation got tired, but Winnebago just kind of had that heyday I was talking about in that third quarter. And I remember that they were down by 9, right? At halftime?
Yeah.
And then look at now, they're holding on to a 12-point lead. So that was a big turnaround right there in the third quarter. So, big props to Winnebago and what they did defensively. And then also, not just defensively, but when they got the ball, they shared the ball. They passed the ball around, and all their shots were open shots. So that was very impressive.
Yeah, and I think if you're Omaha Nation, your crowd's a little quiet right now. They went on a big run, and they weren't able to get, hardly any stops. And Winnebago started shooting the ball a little bit more efficient.
Yeah.
But it's not over yet. That's what I'm just continuously say that because 12 points in an 8-minute, fourth quarter, anything can happen.
Yeah.
It's a game of runs. Winnebago won on their run. Omaha Nation was on their run. So we'll see how this is going to be a good fourth quarter.
All right. Call to action. Keep sharing, following, and journeying with us as we highlight the best of Native American high school basketball. Remember, the dedication shown by these athletes mirror the dedication of our sponsors, which is the Omaha Nation Law Enforcement Department. Go Chiefs and go Indians as they do the annual T-shirt toss here.
Chief, who?
Here we go, fourth quarter. Fourth quarter on the board. Starlin to start us on off here. Chiefs down. Oh, stolen right away by Blackhawk for the Indians. He resets.
Yeah, nice job.
Oh, Perez and Starlin kind of meet up down there. Somebody hits the deck. Here we go. Blackhawk calls for the play. Perez coming with the screen. Blackhawk passes it off to DJ LaPointe for 3.
DJ hot. Assist by Preston.
All right, here comes Lovejoy. Fast break. Sheridan in for 2, and it looks like Perez with some contact. So Sheridan and one.
Yeah, and he's upset about the call, but I think that was a foul there. I mean, and that just comes back to not sprinting back, not getting back, not being aware. And credit to Omaha Nation for pushing the pace, playing with some urgency right now.
Yeah, they seen that whole right lane was wide open. Took it.
Sheridan at the line, and one shot. Can't get it to go. Rebound almost by the Chiefs. Out of bounds.
Nice, good.
Here comes Carnes. Perez has a seat. Substitution by Winnebago.
I look at a big fourth quarter from Carnes.
Here we go. LaPointe drives it. Lovejoy trying to give him a little problem, put some pressure on him. LaPointe does do some good ball handling skills. Pulls up for a three. In and out it goes. Oh, rebound cleanup crew down there. Can't get it to go. And last touch by.
Oh, Winnebago ball.
Last touch by the Chiefs. Okay, 58-45 is the score. Blackhawk calls it on out. Free Bass is out there, top of the key. Carnes sets a screen for him. Passes it on over to Blackhawk. Carnes sets another screen. Blackhawk drives it and gets it to roll in. 4-2.
I like how he attacked the middle on that one.
Starlin works it on over. Sheridan's right there. They're on the wing. Set up the offense. Sheridan calls for a screen, puts up a three, and looks like he might have been fouled. So 3 shots coming. Sheridan way out there, and looks like the Indians put the body on him. Sheridan, how did he do at the free throw line there, Coach Q?
Oh, let's see here. Kane Sheridan, he missed his last one, but then he made his 4 before that, so he's doing pretty good today. He's going to go for 3 this time here.
Sheridan with the first one gets it to roll in. 46-60. All right, gentlemen. So Omaha Nation trying to claw back in this. How do you think they're doing?
Well, they're doing what they need to do as far as, saving some time by getting to the free throw line. They're actually doing a better job at breaking the press with their passing ability. But if you're Winnebago, like I said, maybe draw the pressure back a little bit right now. You got the lead. You want to stay aggressive. You kind of don't want to let off that pressure. But if they're breaking it that easy and then able to get to the free throw line, like right now, I think they understand the clock's really not on their side and they got to go.
Sheridan makes the 2 free throws. This is the third one coming. In it goes. 3 for 3 at that trip to the line. The charity strap, good for Sheridan. 48-60.
He's 7 for 11 right now on free throws.
Here we go. Blackhawk slowing the tempo down. He drives. Gets double teamed. On over to LaPointe. LaPointe back to Blackhawk. Top of the key. They reset. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Here we go. On over to Free Bass. Free Bass jumps it off inside to Carnes. Carnes back on out to Blackhawk. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Blackhawk pulls up and can't get it to go. So good defense there by Omaha Nation.
Yeah, Omaha Nation needs a few more of those possessions just like that defensively to try to keep themselves in this game right now.
And if you're Omaha Nation, that's what you want right there. That's what you want.
Full court press here by the Indians. They break it. Omaha Nation on the other side. Sheridan pulls it down, calls for a screen. 48-60. Let's see if they can get it down to single digits. Wide open, number 24 pulls up for a 3, front iron. Rebound by Carnes of the Indians.
Winnebago just got to be smart with the basketball right now and take care of it.
Blackhawk, top of the key, works it onside. Free Bass on over to LaPointe. LaPointe pulls up for the free throw line. Off the front iron, rebound by the Chiefs. No points on that one.
Winnebago's like sagging all down into the paint right now. Oh, nice rebound right there.
Another 3-point shot by the Chiefs. Can't get it to roll in, so they rebound it. Indians have the ball. They're slowing it down now. 48-60. Winnebago Indians have the lead. 5:13 left. Dumped it off to Carnes. Carnes got a little surprised by the pass. Marufo thinks about it. On over to Blackhawk for 3. He's feeling it.
Assist by Lighty Marufo.
Here we go. Starlin drives it. Nice move by Starlin.
Beautiful.
And timeout called by Coach Sanssouci.
Oh, man. What a game. What a game, you guys here. I'm going to rack some stats up for you guys here. 1, 2.
So it is 63-50. When is kind of like the red zone for Omaha Nation Chiefs, Coach LaPointe?
Well, I mean, right now there's a lot of time left right now, but you need to maybe get a 3 here. I would like for them to set something up. Maybe if they hit a 3, the crowd gets back into it, because right now that crowd was fueling them.
Yeah.
And right now the crowd is, they're a little stunned right now maybe, and it's a, Omaha Nation not being able to, capitalize and go on a little run here is kind of restraining them from being loud. But I think if you're the crowd, you got to get amped up. You got to get the boys going. They really need that right now.
Coach Q?
Yeah, I'm looking at a big game right now by Adrian LaPointe. Last game that I did, he had 15 rebounds. Tonight he's sitting at 8 rebounds, and he's one of the point guards. And so I really liked his style. And then Preston, the second half, come out and picked up 4 assists on good setups. And I think 3 of those 4 assists were out for 3-pointers. And Winnebago just went on a big run right there with a lot of help from Preston's rebounds, steals, and then his passes too. So, and then he even lit up on a 3 and got that last basket right there too. So big fourth quarter by Preston.
Absolutely.
Here we go. Once again, thank you to Omaha Nation Law Enforcement, our tonight's sponsors, as Winnebago inbound the play. We still haven't seen number 10 Romo come out of the locker room. So again, hopefully he's okay. He did put up 40 points the other night, so Omaha Nation Chiefs are working without him. As Free Bass takes a look at a 3, can't get it to go. Rebound by Omaha Nation. Sheridan pushes it on up. Starlin can't get it, so he brings it on out. They're going to reset. Here we go. Lovejoy. He's looking around, looking down low. They're setting it on up. Sheridan calls for a screen. He drives the lane and can't get it to go. Rebound by Winnebago Indians. Winnebago Indians taking their time.
Yeah, I like how he's going to be bringing the ball up like this, and they're actually setting this play up. Looks like they're running a different play than before.
Blackhawk drives the lane. Carnes drives.
Nice take.
Nice step there, wide open. Gets the easy too. Carnes does. Sheridan going to push the tempo. They're down. They need to work with the clock and get some points, and he does. So the Chiefs reset. They're back on the defense. They're content to let Winnebago bring it on up slowly. They look at the shot clock, and 3:41 left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
Blackhawk.
You would think they would be up here trying to pressure the ball a little bit more, with a lot of time still. 3.5 minutes left.
Blackhawk doing some work there. He drives it down to the goal line, gets it, and pops it in for 2. More points for Blackhawk.
Yeah, definitely taking over in this fourth quarter.
Starlin on over to Sheridan. Sheridan had a good take last time. See if he pulls up again. Starlin calls for the screen. There it is. Pops it and can't get it to go off the front iron. Rebound by Carnes of Winnebago. 67-52. There it is, under 3 minutes left. As they were working around, Blackhawk gets it and down to Marufo and 1. Give and go. That was pretty cool.
I like the setup by Preston Blackhawk playing like a senior tonight, getting his entire team involved, just running that screen and roll to the basket. Perfect bounce pass. And that's the kind of ending you want to have on one of those kind of passes, is a basket that you get a foul along with that too. And lighting Marufo right here, getting a chance to knock down this and 1.
Number 23 enters the game, Cesar Garcia for the Chiefs. Number 35, Webster, is also into the game. And Dunn is out there. Coach Santisi gives his team a little breather. All right, Lovejoy. Winnebago Indians trying to set the trap. He breaks it. Lovejoy passes it on over for a 3. And off the iron. Can't get it to go. So contact made there. Number 11, Kendrick Dunn, is going to be heading to the line. So is it the dagger? Is it? Can they still work with it? What are you guys calling here?
I'm clearing the benches about now with the 18-point lead, 2:40. I'm maybe putting in a couple of the younger guys that didn't get no clock tonight, just to get them some time out there. 2:40 left, but still, you'll see the younger ones that get in the game really play hard. Play hard because they're working on minutes too.
Yeah, I'd agree.
First point is no good at the free throw line for Dunn, so he's going to try another one. And that one is no good. They do get the rebound. Chiefs, Lovejoy gets blocked by Carnes. Marufo comes away with the ball. 70-52. Blackhawks slows it way down. Working the clock as the Chiefs side start to empty out. The fans getting a head start to head on over to as Free Bass gets 2 points. I don't know, what are some places? The C-Store, right?
Yeah, C-Store is probably the only place you can get some food. I mean, unless you make it down to Lucky 77.
They have the
hint. 35.
who were our sponsors last time, right?
Yes.
We're under 2 minutes here,
nobody
gentlemen.
met me down there after last game. I was the only one down there.
All right, looks like Winnebago is going to take a timeout, and they're going to empty the. Looks like they're going to empty the bench and bring in some subs. All right, gentlemen, we're heading to Lucky 77. Is that what you said?
I think so. I think we can give these guys, give them an announcement here. Subbing in for Winnebago is number 20, Prince Pear. Number 15, Terrence Ware. Looks like number 22, Elijah Whitebear. Number 24, Rockman Free Bass. And I believe number 25, my grandson, Keitel Anthony Bass.
Congratulations to the Omaha Nation Lady Chiefs. They won their game against Winnebago Indians.
Very good game.
We're going to be in action. If you guys like the stream or anything like that, make sure Saturday, right here in Winnebago, Nebraska, we will be South Sioux City Cardinals will be coming to town. What you know about them?
All I know is that the South Sioux City Cardinals girls basketball program historically is known for state championships, and they're always pretty decent. And then the South Sioux boys got some state championships under their belts recently too. I'm not sure exactly how they are this year, but I know Winnebago's gonna be ready.
Let's rate.
Ooh,
nice shot
15,
there.
Terrence Ware.
Puts himself in the stat book. Let's talk about a little bit Winnebago. They do rebound. Last time they played against Pender, fourth quarter, they kind of got flat here. So did they correct what they went wrong?
I believe so. In the third quarter and the fourth quarter tonight, I believe that they completely turned that around. They look like a whole different team here in the second half.
Yeah, and I think in the Pender game, the second half was kind of the main reason as far as why they lost the way that they did. But good job of coming out to start the third quarter, hitting some shots, letting them play a little bit, and then really picking up the defensive intensity. I thought Winnebago's pressure was kind of everything to kind of go on that big run there. So
for sure.
Yep.
Hey, how does Coach Winget? Had you guys got a chance to talk to him and stuff? How does he like coaching?
Well,
I think he was born for it. I really do.
I mean, he's as far as the X's and O's and drawing up the plays and stuff. There's nobody better. Mm-hmm. And his expertise and everything he's done in his basketball career, it overqualifies him. And I think the confidence of the boys and the rest of the coaching staff through the roof.
Yep. As it looks like we do have a gentleman that needs some pickle juice. As the old cramps.
Oh yeah.
Sheridan had a good game there, but looks like he's kind of cramping up a little bit. Get some
game.
Gatorade.
Good game, Kate.
Be all right. All right, so under 30 seconds left here as Omaha Nation hasn't scored for a while. Winnebago Indians kind of still working with it. Good defense there by Winnebago Indians. Looking for the player of the game, gentlemen. Go for it.
Oh, man. Today, I got to say this before about that one. So every game so far, Winnebago had one of their players stand out.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so the first game against Omaha South, it was DJ LaPointe. The second game against Homer, it was OC Earth. And then in that third game against Pender, or was it Pender? No, Wall Hill was Adrian LaPointe. And they were all the main guy, even though the whole team played good. Tonight, Preston Blackhawk, he played a good game. He had a number of rebounds. He had a number of good assists, getting his team involved. And then in the fourth quarter, he got hot. So, yeah, my player of the game probably be Preston tonight.
Yeah, and I'm right there with you on that one, too. I mean, his level of play coming out of the half, his intensity, his emotion. Preston's the upperclassman of this team, but he's also just a natural leader, and that's kind of what I admire about about his game is that. I think I've said it in the Pender game too, and in that first half he was playing big time for this team, and kudos to him for coming out in the second half and picking up his team, putting his team on his back, and being able to go on that big run. Those big runs are always so demoralizing for any team. No matter who it is, it's always tough to when a team's just locked in and they're playing. It's a hard thing to do, and like I said, the crowd kind of got a little quiet over there, and I think that was absolutely important to Omaha Nation and getting back in this game.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I got to give a shout out to Kane Sheridan as a sophomore, just hooping, putting up some good numbers, and he went to the line 11 times. So and then I believe he had right around 20 points and 4 rebounds. But another big shout out too is Akeisha Starlin, the other guard for Omaha Nation. He had 5 steals, he had a rebound, 4 assists, and I believe he had 17 points. And so a big shout out to those 2 guys. If I'm giving a player of the game to both those teams, and that's who I'm giving them to. And there's a jersey swap out in center court right there too.
And the point in Sheridan.
Another thing too, shout out to Romo for playing through injury and giving his team all he got. Unfortunately he left the floor a little bit early, but prayers that it's nothing serious and that he's able to come back and be with his team, because I feel like he's their motor. They go as he goes, and I think down the stretch Omaha Nation's really gonna need him in his presence, man. What a heck of a ball player. The game might be a little closer, it might be a little bit different if he gets to stay and continue to play. So just in our prayers, and hopefully it's nothing serious and he can get back on the floor as soon as possible.
Respectively, we are Winnebago fans. We try to be neutral for both teams. Both teams played an excellent game today. Both games were excellent. But after our games tonight, we go out there the rest of our season, and you'll see us guys at Omaha Nation's games as fans. You'll see Omaha Nation at our games as fans. And so, one night out of a year, we get to play as a rival, and the rest of the time, we're also fans of each other.
DJ Besame, that little cane that says, all right, that's enough now.
We
got that.
Oh, we got that? Okay,
so
we're good.
That concludes tonight's exciting action in Macy, Nebraska. We want to thank and offer a huge thank you to our sponsor, the Omaha Nation Law Enforcement Department, for making the broadcast possible. Drive safely and have a good night. KWTN 100.9 FM, we are the big voice. You guys have a good evening as we are going to end tonight's broadcast. Be safe, and we'll see you guys on Saturday.
No. Later, guys.